players who are injured. How are they coming along? Are they fit to start?
No, we have now 4 players, except Alan, that was in the last game in the Bandotcar. The other 3 players, no one was with us, no? With different teams. Even Sandesh was with the national team in January. Then we are expecting that Iker and Guarrochena and Sandesh, they will come back very soon. Lara will arrive in about end November, December, and Alan practically he won't play during all the season because it was 10 days ago or even less, 1 week ago. Then this is the worst part in football.
Yes.
If you win or if you lose, the worst part in football is the injuries. For example, today Alan was there and I was very sad because he was watching how the teammates were training and he was outside waiting for his surgery. This is the worst part always even if it's not one guy from your team, one opponent.
Yes.
I feel very bad when there is an injury always.
You spoke about agents killing the game. So because
Not
of
the game, no.
killing football. So what is the solution to that?
I feel if you compare, because no, your mates say that okay, we changed 13 players
Yes,
and we signed 12 more or less. No, I say if you check all the teams, I don't know if there is one team who don't have. They changed 13 players also. I don't think that maybe will be one team, but a lot of teams, this didn't happen in the past.
Yes.
And the problem, not only the agent, the main problem is the player. But finally, every time is a big, how is this, big ball that maybe India in not too many years will have problems if they don't change this situation, because every time the players have higher salary, and then ISL is not they are not normal clubs, they are owners. When the owners say stop, then let's see what happens. I'm not very optimistic. I am very optimistic with the season of FCGoa, but I'm not very optimistic with ISL, the continuity of ISL.
So, as you said, almost every team has had a huge number of players transfer out and in. So, would you say that this ISL would probably be like the initial one, because practically every team will be based on scratch and not like the last year's game plan?
I don't know, because I'm not a wizard, no? I'm not. I don't know the future, but my experience in India with Hyderabad was that with continuity you have more options to get good results. If you ask me, for example, this season maybe Odisha is one team with a lot of continuity, with a very good coach. Let's see. I think Odisha was good last season. I think will be very good again this season. Obviously, one team has to win. Then, if every team changes 13 players or 14 or 15 or 12, one team will win. Then this team will say, okay, it was very good to change all these players. But I think the continuity is one factor that the clubs they don't think too much. If you ask me about when we were champions with Hyderabad, all the foreigners that we signed in that moment were players who already played before in ISL, except Javi Siberio, that was new. All players, Edu Garcia, Bartok Beche, Juanan, they played before and we keep Joel Chianese and Bruno and Joao Victor. Then practically, plus the continuity of all the Indian players, we had a very strong team, even that we didn't have one of the biggest budget. And this is the reason that I tell you, that the continuity in the clubs, maybe would have to be more cases like this. No?
Which other coach in the ISL would you like or would you prefer facing off against? Like, gives you a good fight.
Good fight.
Yeah.
No, I try to have good relationship with all of them.
In terms of the gameplay, it's a challenge. So, which coach, his gameplay do you like to play against?
In fact, I'm not a coach to think, oh, I never win against this coach or I never lose. Or this is, you can ask me, for example, my opinion about. For me, Sergio Lovera, for me, is a top coach in ISL. Okay. For sure will be more, but I know him for a long time. He lives in my city, or we live very close, and is one of the most successful coaches in ISL, and for me, he's a top coach. But I'm not especially happy when I have to play against him. No?
Okay. You are now going to be handling India as well as FCGoa. So, are you 100% confident that when you are handling the India assignment, FCGoa will be in top form and handle best?
I'm very confident, and I tell you now that Guramangi Singh will be one of the best Indian coaches in some time, in not too many years. He knows how to speak, he knows how to manage the group, he knows when he has to speak, when he has to be behind the scenes, and this is very important in a person who is working in a staff. No? Then I was completely, now we were in the national team and we were watching and we were very confident. It's true that we speak every day, even when we were there. We were speaking with Mangi and Asier, the people who are in charge, and we are completely confident. You could see how the players perform with them.
Coach, as you have stated now, that it's not good for Indian football that 13 players or 14 players change in teams.
Yes.
And now you have the power also as you are the Indian head coach. Will you be telling means or putting it across to the Football Federation to put a cap or just mention this?
It's not about this. It's not about. I think the problem, my feeling, the problem is not about the coach or the players. The problem is about the system. It's not. We can speak.
So will you be?
We can speak. We can speak 1,000 hours about finalists.
So it all depends on the
everything.
On the bosses.
The fixture is. For example, in my country, you play weekend, then you stop because there is a FIFA window. Then from Monday to Saturday, they train with the national team. They play Saturday and Tuesday, or Sunday and Wednesday, and then they come back for the clubs and they play 2 weeks later. Here, you play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The players arrive to the national team. One player played yesterday, the other player played 5 days ago. Now was like this. Bengaluru players arrive after 4 days off. The former day, the Mohun players, and who was the final? Northeast. Mohun players, they arrived 1 day later. Goa, Odisha, Chennai, they arrived. They had game on 13. Then it's difficult to manage these situations, and the main thing is about to have a fixture good for ISL and good for the national team also, because it's my 5th season here, and except the 2 first season that was COVID, the other 3 they say that okay, we will play from Friday to Sunday every year. But every year the games are every day. Finally, again, you cannot train one player who played yesterday and one guy who played 4 or 5 days ago. The problem is that everything that I say, people speak about these are excuses. No, these are realities. I can speak about we didn't win, and I am the first responsible. This is always like this in football, but this explanation that I told you is a reality.
I feel now as the Indian football has imposed so much faith on you. FCGoa has so much trust in you. So they have given you dual responsibility. I hope, and also wish that you set, because I'm sure they will listen to you something where you can set the football standard of the system up, because it's going to take a long time. As sometimes we are in rankings 99, then we go to 108, then we go to 120. But now as you have taken the metal one, it is a gradual factor. I hope. How would you feel to change?
But finally, everything is about rankings, statistics, and okay. Obviously, you have to arrive to for qualifiers. Okay, from this position to this position. Okay, I understand about the ranking, but I'm not focused about the ranking or about the statistics. Same than in one game, if this player 10 passes, very good, yeah, but maybe this pass is from here to him. No, I want one risky pass. It's not about only one person. That now I am national team coach and FCGoa coach, and then I can speak with them. It's about in one moment. I don't know, will be now, will be in the future with the next head coach in the national team, or when. In one moment, they will have to sit down together and say, okay, this is the fixture. Let's do the fixture in a correct way. Good for the ISL or for the top level in India. That I don't know if will be ISL or another. And good for the national team. But we can speak 1 hour. Because we can speak about my feeling. Is that Indian players, they need to go abroad. But it's a chain. Why they don't go abroad? Because they live very good here and very comfortable.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One question I have about shouldn't FIFA overlook all these fixtures that are too much ISL pitches happening and it's affecting the Indian football? Shouldn't FIFA also have a say in it and sort of tell ISL that you're putting your players under too much?
FIFA, they say the problem in FIFA difference with India. I know that you are India. I love India. My 5th season here. But one word that maybe is good for India is chaos. It's chaotic in some moments, no? And then we know FIFA. We know exactly the competitions in 2025, 2026, 2027.
Yes.
And here you decide the fixture maybe 2 weeks before the competition, maybe 10 days. Then in one moment we'll change this game. Then it's difficult to work. It's not about FIFA. In this case, it's about India. No? It's about they need to be all together in the same direction, and then the competition in India will improve, and the Indian national team will improve also.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
All the best. Thank you.
Thank you.